Good morning, family. Hope everyone's doing okay this morning. Over here in Eldorado, Texas, doing a funeral. Windy today. Windy in a tight spot. Yeah, these trees, these cedar trees, they're pretty, very pretty. And this is actually the brother of the lady that we're burying this morning. He was just out here and was like, the brother of the lady that we were burying come out here, and I remarked that this was one of the more pretty lots in the cemetery. These four cedar trees in this lot is just beautiful. On the corners here, you're gonna sacrifice these spots somewhat. There will be room to put the next grave right here. This tree is not going to be in the way of that. We're going to get into the roots though. Hell, you can see the roots coming out of this one. It's only going to be worse the closer you get to the tree. Obviously, windy day today. But I think actually these trees will provide somewhat wind protection. Because the tent, get it up into the tree. I'm going to have to get it up into the tree. And it's going to be right here. It's going to provide great coverage. But it is going to be tight. And it is going to be up in the tree. Right on my side rails for my tent here. You see here, there won't be so much here. And this is the one I'm probably going to shift it back this way a little bit. And things look a little thick right there. Actually, the way the tent goes on a bow, so it'll stand about yay tall, give or take, and then it'll bow into the deal right there, so that'll be cool. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Alright, family, got this one ready. They ought to be here for too long. I wanted to show y'all something real quick. I wanted y'all to see how tight that was. But it worked out. I had to pull that stake right there though. I had to pull it because I couldn't raise the tent enough to go up over the top of that stake. So I just pulled it and then tied it down real good with these tie down ropes. But yeah, you can see it barely fits in there. It's rubbing all four trees. All right, family. They ought to appreciate that, though. That's a pretty nice little setup there. All right, family. All right, family, that's gonna do it for this one. Yeah, it's a pretty big service. A lot of folks showed up for the small town of Eldorado. They really support each other here in this town, I've noticed. Funerals always get a big turnout, and there's always a lot of feel the love throughout the people, so it's a good experience. All right, family, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day. Hey, family, I just got a quick story I want to share with y'all real quick about these folks right here. This one, this one, this one, this one, and these two. But what had happened was years ago, we had been contracted by the county here to do disinterments at this compound. That the Mormons, the fundamentalist Mormons, had created over here. Well, the story goes, the fundamentalist Mormons differ from the regular Mormons because they wanted to stay with the many wives, and I believe the mainstream Mormons had kind of set that off to the side. Maybe not, I don't know. But the fundamentalist Mormons most definitely were not. And on top of having many wives, they also had many young wives and girls, and sometimes boys. I heard that they were doing horrible things to taking full advantage of the children. But the crazy thing was once the fundamentalists had got the eye of the state on them, or the federal government on them, they created the compounds like Eldorado over here, and there was 2 or 3 spread out around the country, maybe more, I'm not for sure, I can't exactly remember. But yeah, they had this one and a few others where they were able to dip off and just disappear. And you, man, if y'all looked up that dang compound that they had over here, it was ridiculous, man. It was really nice. Them folks know what they're doing when it comes to construction. I'll give them that. They know how to lay some concrete. But all the material that they used to make out there, they mined it from the land out there. You know, all the rock, the caliche, all that stuff. Except for maybe the building materials of the temple, because man, that was, I'm telling you, that thing was like super nice. So the state contracted us to go and do the disinterments. We went out there and we were digging them all up. But yeah, we got 5 folks out of there, 3 adults and 2 children, and brought them over here and put them here in the county cemetery. I had to go back out there after we dug them all up, because we dug them all up, loaded them all up, and brought them here where we had already had these graves. We already had these graves dug, and we buried them. And then after we got them all off the trailer and in the ground, I hopped back in my truck and went back out to the compound to cover up all those holes that we had dug out there. And while I was over there covering all them holes up, I was listening to some documentaries about the fundamentalist Mormons, and it was spooky. Because it was kind of getting late in the afternoon. The sun was getting a little low, casting long shadows, and then you got that massive temple just right there off to your side, you know, in the middle of nowhere. It's wild. It was wild. But yeah, them folks, man, they created them compound over here, shoot all over the country, and then got busted. And the crazy thing is he's still, I think he's still, last time I heard, he was still controlling the church through being in prison, you know, from behind bars. Just like a damn criminal, man, like a damn mob boss, running the family from behind bars. Crazy. He still got all his little wives going and visiting him. I was watching a video, man, and showed him sitting him across from like 3 or 4 little girls. Nah, them probably visiting him in prison, they were of age. They were not, definitely not like old. It's pretty sad, man. All right, family, I just want to share that with y'all. We'll talk to y'all later.